Hi, family. How are you today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm well. I'm pulling it together. So, I wanted to tell you a story today. I wanted to tell you about the twin flame journey, my twin flame journey. Because I was thinking about it. And, when I read you guys cards, I can only read energies I've experienced before and relate it to a story that's happened in my life and hope that's what I'm pegging. You know what I mean? It's just, I know, and I hope it helps. But really, it's almost like I'm telling you my life story. This is what I noticed, because I'm just like, the only way I've read tarot for a long time, but when I learned how to read them really good, was when I started watching tarot, like the past couple years, and watching the readers, like, the readers, how they were reading the cards. And that's when it like clicked. It's it's just easier to really understand what the cards are trying to say if you just relate it to one of your own life stories. It's just the way it is. So but anyways, so I thought I would tell you a story today that's been brightening my heart. So okay, so this is about the twin flame journey. I met somebody long ago, okay, that, like, very briefly, that was so perfect for me that it was unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. And he rejected me. So the only way I knew how to deal with that level of pain was to block it out. Just forget it ever happened. Like, I think I changed my number. I wasn't on Facebook till a year ago. Like, I literally was just like, nope, I'm not ever. I deleted his number out of my phone because I even went back to look for it recently, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I deleted it. Because that's what I do. Or that's what I used to do. Anyways. Then after that happened, okay, no, this is how it happened, actually. First, I ran into my twin flame, okay? And him and I were just like magnets. It was like the whole twin flame thing, like exactly. And he dropped me, like he stayed with me for 4 months, and then he literally packed his bags and left while I was at work and wouldn't answer his phone calls or anything. Stop back. Oh, okay. Then I meet my real twin flame, and then he drops me. So I was a wreck, right? And then my twin flame comes strolling in, wrecks my whole world up again. And I mean, and this is the one he's the one that told me we were twin flames, okay? He's the fire sign. He's the younger masculine we've been talking about. Anyways, so yeah. And then he's been baiting me ever since with like I mean, the last time, this is actually why I decided to tell you the story, because the last time he baited me, I was having a low moment. And I don't have any friends or family, so, and he was like, literally, we were tight. Like, we were tight for 4 months and then nothing. Like, it was the weirdest thing. So anyways, so I send him a random text here and there, like, could you just loan me $50? I need to get my license so I can get this job, or just stuff to see if he's even like, he won't be my friend. I mean, that was been made apparently clear. So, he oh God, where's the story going? Oh yeah. So the last time he baited me, actually, I don't know, I guess I baited him. I baited him in for the final send off, I guess, because I sent him a text that said, could you just please just try to be my friend? Like, I'm not asking for anything more out of you. Just like give me a conversation, a phone call, a text, you know, anything, just like, hey, like, I know you exist, because you probably can relate. It kind of seems like you don't exist after a while. Anyways, so this time, you know, he didn't always take this bait, but this time he took it and he went with it. He went with it. I mean, just baited me, like, how much he's been thinking about me and how he feels me. Like the shit I've been posting on my Facebook about, my divine, being able to feel my divine masculine and stuff like that. He like went off on that whole thing about how he feels me too, and, how I'm just this pure white light and nothing but like, just like talk me up. And then I'm like, I miss you. I'm like, come over. And he's like, yeah, I just got to finish cleaning my house and doing my laundry, and I'll be right there. And then he ghosted me again, which, you know, I knew was coming. It was just like, okay, then like the next text, it's not even like I keep texting him like, what are you doing? Where are you? It's just like a text or two, and it's like, yep, here, he's dropped it again. And then you start like thinking like, oh, about this twin flame thing. Oh, he's just, you know, afraid of love or whatever, you know. But anyways, this time was different. I just started thinking, I don't know, maybe my people were talking to me, but this time was different. I'm like, this man has no compassion for me. None. Does not give a damn. As a matter of fact, is doing like very hurtful things, to be honest. That's pretty hurtful. He's never done anything like bad to me except for that. Just like the whole like, just drop me. Like, what the fuck? So anyways, this is what got me. I'm not going to give you the exact dates, okay? But the exact date in August that I sent him a message that said, I cannot justify in my mind you just blowing me off. You must be the enemy. That's what I said, and that's how I felt. Like, I'm like, oh my God, he's a shapeshifter. You know, that's where I was kind of going with that. And, but it was like the first time that I was just like, okay, no more excuses. Like, there's just no more excuses for your behavior. There just isn't. So, I dropped that. And it's funny because it was literally that exact day that my real twin flame found my channel or my Facebook page. I don't even know how it went, but that was the exact same day that I sent that message. I'm done with you, and meant it, you know. That was like the key in the universe. Like, okay, this is what gets me all the time. I always go back to the video game. It's like, when I was a kid, I played video games. As a matter of fact, I played them so excessively, I quit playing video games by the time I was 12, I think. One night I was playing Zelda, and I couldn't get past the burning bush part. I didn't know that. I didn't know the trick, you know, the burning bush trick. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and I've been seeing burning bushes everywhere. I don't know if you see my shorts on it. It's the burning bush trick. That's what this twin flame thing, it's the burning bush trick. Because in Zelda, finding the burning bush when you don't even know there's a burning bush is impossible. I don't know about you. I don't know if there's anybody that found that accidentally. But that night, it was like about midnight, and somebody prank phone called my house, and I answered the phone, and they're breathing heavy and stuff. And I'm like, give it up. Like, what's your deal, dude? And I ended up talking to the prank phone caller. He ended up going, I didn't know him, but he ended up actually being, or maybe I did know him, but he never told me who he was. I think he went to Midland High, is what he said. Anyways, so he's like, and I was like, cut the shit, is basically what I said to him. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, playing Zelda. And he was like, oh, where are you at? And I was like, I told him where I was at and what I just completed. And he's like, oh, you're at the burning bush part. And that was key. That was the whole key to the whole game. I would have never beat the game if I hadn't have found the burning bush part. And so I ended up talking to that guy for the rest of the night till like 4 in the morning. He led me the rest of the way through Zelda, and I never played a video game again. It was like a dirty secret of mine. That was just weird. It just seemed weird. I didn't even know his name. I talked to him for like 4 hours about Zelda. But anyways, yeah, we're at the burning bush part, you know? Some of us found it already. And it's funny because I want to say this. I want to say this to all of the readers I love, okay? You told me, okay? You did. You got me. You kept telling me it's a false... You're like, it's a false twin flame. And I'm like, it's possible, but I'll have to investigate. That's what I kept telling myself. It's possible, but I'll have to investigate. And that's what I did. I kept on throwing those little, like, testers out there. I was investigating. And, okay, so, yeah. So that was the day my twin flame found me, was the day I released the last one. It was like a video game. It's like immediate. Like you stick the key in this hole and that door slides open. It was exactly the same. I just figured that out this morning. It was so cool. And then I've been talking to him like nonstop. It's so nice to be reacquainting with him. And I was just like, I was thinking about what I was going to talk to you guys about the whole twin debacle. And I just said, you're my new twinsy. And, you got to know my sense of humor. I have a really dark sense of humor. And then my clock, like, you know, sometimes your clock will just like, something will alert and the clock will turn on, and it was 11:22. 11:22, which is a number I've been seeing a lot, but, regardless, like today it was so significant because I said, you're my new twinsy, and then I see 11:22, 2 master builder numbers coming together, joined, union, to build the new world. It's like click, that key just went click. Isn't that cool? There was other stuff I wanted to talk to you about too. I can't remember now though. Maybe I'll pull some cards and see. Let's get some of these Raven cards again. Pull some of these cards. The cards always remind me what I'm thinking. But yeah, I just thought, you know, our stories are so similar. That's why we can easily read each other's energy in a very realistic way, because we've lived it. We felt that energy. Did you see that? It was like a feather, but it wasn't a feather. Anyways, now I'm sidetracked. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful. That was probably my man. Coming out of the screen to me. I love him so much. Oh my goodness. He's so amazing. And like to think like, oh yeah, that was another thing I was thinking. And then what is that, Ed Sheehan? What is that song? What was that song? I'm gonna have to plug this phone in. It came on, it was Ed Sheehan. And it was like exactly his words to me. And it was after I just played I've Loved You for 1,000 Years. And that song usually just stops because, I don't know, Janky, I won't say that. Anyways, that'll just stop usually. You know, it doesn't just keep playing. I don't know why it's not. Whatever. But this time it did. Like, the song didn't just stop. It went right into this Ed Sheehan, Perfect Tonight. And every word of it, he was saying to me, like he was right here. He feels like he's here every minute, honestly. And I just like, it floored me. I sat down and I was like, oh my gosh, this, every word of it. My mouth is so dry. Hold on. And then I started thinking about how readers would say they're sending you songs, right? And I remember when I was in the Twin Flame debacle scenario, I would just be like, yo, every song is a love song, like and it was just like, I don't know, this just doesn't, it's just not hitting, I just don't see it. But this time it was just like, oh my gosh, she's talking to me. Like, it was a direct connect. So anyways, I thought I'd tell you about that too. So yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh, that's right. I was thinking I'm going to start doing lives instead of just uploading it. Why am I not doing these on lives? We could just sit and... The only thing is, though, I don't have, I mean, I hate wearing glasses. I just hate it. They strain my eyes to look at anything else except for close writing. So, I don't know that I'd be able to really interact that much, but it would be cool to have you guys live with me. You know what I mean? I might be able to see the print. I don't know. Probably not, though. If I could put my phone on old people's screen. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put my phone on old people's screen, and maybe I'll be able to see it. And I'm going to start going live. Yeah, then I won't even have to upload this stuff. I can do more videos instead of spending an hour or two out uploading crap. That's a good idea. Thanks for that idea. Whoever that was. Bad memories. Okay. We're going to talk about bad memories that aren't so bad when you look at them from a different perspective. A good friend was reminding me of how good I am at doing that. You know, giving yourself some tough love and being like, no, like all of this doom and gloom is here to do is remind you that it's not even a reminder anymore. Before it was like a reminder. Never mind. The rules have changed. We're at a different level. Doom and gloom. All it's there to do is be like a red flag. Boop. Other way. Boop. Other way. Like, that's it. The doom and gloom is a red flag. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. Wow, that's deep. Thank you, Spirit. I love that. I'm going to have to watch that back over because I won't remember that one. Play. Making a game out of your bad memories. Having fun with it. Making a joke out of it. That's why I call my sense of humor dark, because I can make a joke out of anything painful. And as a matter of fact, it helps me to make jokes out of painful things. Some people don't like being in my company because of my sense of humor. Well, actually, no one likes being in my company, let's face it. But yeah, they're like, that's too dark. I'm like, whatever. You know, deal with it. You got to process your pain. You just do. I guess I've always been like that. You just do. What else are you going to do with it? Sit in it? The only time you're going to sit in pain like that is when you're being blasted by black magic and you don't understand what's going on and you literally lay there in it and you're lucky you recovered. But those days are over. Right? We got this. We got this. All right. What else, Spirit? Reverse anticipation? What's that supposed to mean? Do any of you know? Like, don't anticipate anything, it's already here? That's kind of how I feel about it. You don't have to anticipate. It's already here. It's already here. That's a good message. I love you guys. Let me get one more crow card. Well, actually, I'm going to get a lot more because I love these cards. And I haven't even seen them all. Reverse observation. Huh. Has somebody been stopped from spying on you? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we will get some tarot. They'd have to be in jail, probably, right? There's a phone or computer in every corner. I don't know, some action happened. I know I put a call out yesterday. I can feel it right now. My family, our star family, they did some work last night while I was sleeping. I can tell. I don't know what they did. I don't know what you did, but thank you. All right, who's not observing you anymore? The costume designer? The Page of Cups? Who was the Page of Cups yesterday in that reading? Who's the Page of Cups? Costume designer. Okay, let's think about it. Costume designer. Somebody that's building a set, setting the stage. So it'd be a reptilian. The reptilians have been stopped from observing us. That means something to us. I mean, I don't care if they're observing me. If you want to know the damn truth, I really don't. I did at first, but I got used to it. Once you like purge all that pain and get comfortable in your skin, you're like, what do I have to hide anyway? You know, like maybe they'll learn something from me. You know, it's all a process. We're all at a different stage. Some people have to go to hell before they can become a rock and grow into a human being and try again, you know, and some people don't. Some people go through the stages of evolution in without having to go to hell. But what was the point of that? Yeah, I don't care if they're watching me. I just don't. Learn something. Because you're going to be at the stage, you're going to be an empress you're going to be an empress or an emperor someday too. And this stuff will be helpful. As a matter of fact, maybe it'll be in like, you know, the archives for you to look up, like what happened when I was at this stage. So I can help you through it when you're done being in hell and a rock and all that. It'll take a while, but still, maybe it'll help. Yeah, because Six of Swords inverted pretty much says that you are driving your ship straight into an H-bomb. There's no balance there. Everything, it's like the molecules, they completely, help me scientists, they separate. So there's that. It actually separates the nucleus of the atom, I think. That's pretty intense separation, don't you think? And thank you for that. So, so yeah, that's not looking good for them, but it's looking great for us, family. Like, this is like some reptilian. I told you I saw in the clouds that the Arcturians were reprehending Draco is on Sirius. I think it's Sirius B, if I recall correctly, where the reptilians have a population in their headquarters, is what I just heard. Yeah, so that situation's being handled. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Okay. So, remember I told you about that reality. Let me get another drink. Excuse me. Remember I told you about that reality TV show? That stopped now. That's what the whole Arcturians reprehending the reptilians and stuff were. I feel like okay. What is it in, are we Jedis? Yeah, I'm gonna call us the Jedi Force, okay? Because it's hard for me to. So anyways, the Jedi Force, now what was I talking about? Okay, yeah. The Jedi Force was allowing this programming to continue because they were getting documentation of all the injustices. And it might have been I had to go to court yesterday and have this major injustice recorded before they were going to stop this. Because I don't know if you guys know anything about my town, but it's home of Dow Chemical. And there's a lot of money in this town and a lot of clout stuff, a lot of corruption. And the courts are no different here. They always have, they've never been different here. I was hoping for like a revolution, or you know, like that one whistleblower we were hearing about that might show up and right the wrongs within the justice system. But that was not the case in my court case. It was an ambush. So I feel like God saw that, the Jedi Force saw that, and they're not too impressed. And that was kind of their last little bit of evidence they needed from Midland County, is to do that to an earth angel, because they've been doing that to people. They're doing it to people today. They do it every day. But they needed to see them do it to me. And especially after, I'm very well spoken, I'm very polite, I know how to mind my manners, and I went in there and I spoke within my realm of whatever. I did a good job. So they had no business treating me the way they did. As a matter of fact, most people get that goes through. The supervising probation officer at the place where I have to go to, he told me that he doesn't think it's ever not been approved. That might be the first time that judge hasn't approved it. And why me? I'm not doing anything wrong. And I'm being abused. And I made that very clear. I stated that very clear. I'm being abused by the system. I'm being abused by my probation officer. And then the judge went ahead and said, well, I'm going to abuse you too. So that's a pretty serious injustice when you're dealing with someone like me, because I have never, and I'm going to say this, knowing, I'm not lying, I have never intentionally harmed anyone, ever. Okay? And they caused intentional harm on somebody who has never caused harm intentionally on another being. And you can't do that. I made a new law. I mean, I think it was God's law anyway, but everything gets jumbled in the illusion, so I started making my own laws. I posted them on Facebook. Not that anybody gave a shit, but, and the first law is you cannot inflict harm on a defenseless being. You cannot intend. Obviously, shit happens. We know this. You can't intend harm. You just can't. There's only 3 laws. I wish I have some notebook. There's only 3 laws. Can't intend harm on a defenseless being. You have to love yourself with all your heart or some shit like that. You have to love basically it was that. You can't intend harm and you have to love yourself. There were 3, but I can't remember the other one. But that pretty much sums it up. Probably. It's really simple. God's law is very simple. So, they broke it. They broke it. They broke it. They didn't break it. They broke it. She broke it. Over there. Over there, they broke it. They broke it. Anyways. It's all around me. But, anyway. Moment of reverence. Anything else about this? Oh yeah, we're talking about cool stuff like this, mission our Star Family's on. The Jedi Force. This is what I'm calling them now. I hope you guys don't mind.